This recipe exemplifies what I love about baking. Dylan, who lives in Wales, emailed me a white chocolate lemon brownie that is a generational heirloom recipe. I put it into my magic spreadsheet and translated the instructions to how I work and what I know in terms of making brownies on the mixer and in my home. But in reality, I only changed one thing, and I'll talk about that when I get to that point. I printed out the recipe, put it into a plastic sleeve, and hung it on the wall so I could reference it, and then started zesting. Now, you never want to use your dominant hand with the lemon on top. Between gravity and the strength of your dominant hand, you will zest below just the pith. And if you notice, my lemons still look yellow when I'm done zesting them because I use such a gentle touch. I only want the essential oils. And you never want to touch the zest. You want it to go straight into typically your fat, which is a conduit for flavor, but this is going into the sucrose. And it's going to get rubbed in. So I started out by hand and then I put it on the mixer. The essential oils tinge the sucrose yellow. And once it's completely integrated, and I needed to check that the whip, had all of the pieces scraped off so that they were all integrated and none were collected on the tool. Once that occurred, I added the eggs very slowly and then brought the egg and sucrose mixture to a ribbon stage, which is a very pale whipped egg. Meanwhile, I scaled the lemon juice now rather than in advance so that I can keep, again, the essential enzymes and what makes lemon juice nice, fresh. So I do that at the last moment. Into another bowl goes the butter, white chocolate, the lemon juice, and the salt, and then I sifted out the all-purpose flour. I melt in the microwave 45 seconds and then stir, and after that only in 5 to 10 second blasts, because if there are some solids, if you let them rest a moment, oftentimes they will melt in. So you're not overdoing or turning your melted mixture into something too warm. If you haven't greased your pan, you can use blue tape to hold down the parchment, which I do. But I did put the mixture back into the microwave for 5 seconds because there were some solids. And gently stirring it and watching what I'm doing on the mixer at medium and then at the end a little bit higher, because when you're going to the ribbon stage, the ribbon that you drizzle needs to stay for a few seconds. So I upped the speed, and then once it incorporated a little more air and it was a little more stable, I slowly added the melted butter chocolate lemon mixture. And you have to go slowly because you have to be incorporating these two different things, and they don't necessarily like each other. So if you go very slowly, you'll get a nice emulsion. The zest of 3 lemons is so incredibly substantial and game-changing that it needs to be mentioned that the flavor on this brownie is incredible. I do transfer the mixture to a larger bowl so that I can properly fold. Properly folding does not include stirring or smushing. It includes a nice cut down the middle, a turn of the bowl, a lift, and then a cut. There's no folding over. It's a cut, a turn, a lift, a cut. Keeping the air that I've built is essential. There are no leaveners in here, just air. This is an heirloom recipe because the texture and the taste and the ease in which it is made is beyond anything I think I've ever tried before, and I am always in hot pursuit of legacy recipes. I think that this qualifies as a brownie because of the good amount of white chocolate that goes into it, and when you taste it without any information about the ingredients, it belies the imagination. So thank you, Dylan. Mind blown, gauntlet thrown. These are exactly the kind of unusual and elevated recipes that I live for. This may actually help people to understand what it is that I am seeking and why quality and method matter so much.